Hello and welcome to Magic Myths and Mayhem, a TTRPG podcast with mostly accurate rules and inconsistent character voices. I'm Alex, your host and GM, and with me are Rowan, Joe, and Sarah, my wonderful players. How's everyone doing today? If anyone's wondering why I've rushed through that, because these guys won't shut up and it's 8:20.
It's a cut of beef, Sarah, that you make like fried chicken.
I'm cutting all of this out.
But this
So a chicken cheesesteak is called a chicken cheese steak. Because...
Okay, listen, it's your time you're wasting. And we have to end this today, so you're all going to stay up late.
Whoa.
Your
Alex,
time you're wasting.
You're in a different time zone.
That's my trick. That's what I
I'm
want.
going to make sure that I get up way past my bedtime so that you're awake.
Sorry, don't give us detention.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay, very funny. So, we have 2 people missing.
They died.
It's a drastic day.
Sorry, you presented it so morosely that I felt like I had to follow you.
I was going to do our bit.
More
I was going to do our bit. But now there's just like 2 dead people in the corner that we can't ignore.
Yeah, they're still here.
Yeah, they're still here.
Artie's leg is still twitching.
I can tell you how they died if you want.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Joe, why don't you tell us why they're not here today?
Well, they're not here because Mark didn't want to do this series. He's got massive problems with Sarah. That he's only told me.
It's true.
So I can't disclose that. I can't break his confidence. Purdy isn't here because she was very curious about the origins of a dish called chicken fried steak. So she's gone to investigate it, and it turns out it's kind of made like just fried chicken, but is very reminiscent of an Austrian dish called Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay. We have to get going because there is a lot to get through. Sarah?
I'm thinking of steak as Wiener Schnitzel. No, you can't just
Sarah,
go over that. It's a life-changing
you need to give us a recap of what happened last time, and you have a minute timer that's already started.
Okay, Jesus, right. This is never why 50 minutes.
Sarah, don't worry about the timer, okay? Just think about what comes naturally.
Yeah, don't think about the timer. There's going to be plenty of. You can keep going.
There's only people relying on this for what happened last week.
It's sitting down, but don't worry about it. Don't let the time still passing and the clock is still going.
Half your time is gone. Half your time is gone, but don't stress. Just natural flow. Just what happened last week?
There were many
People
rats.
did this every day.
There were cheese. There was cheese. There were rats and cheese. There was rooms and cupboards. There was shit in cubes. There was a town and a inn and cube and cheese and a big lump. Made lots of nasty noises. Flung against wall door.
Muscle sinew rat.
Yeah.
Horror.
I want the podcast to know. Sarah's put her arms up in the air like that was some kind of victory.
Yeah.
Hey, you said the bulleted list of things.
Yeah.
No.
That was a condensed version. I was able to condense a 4-hour conversation into about 35.5 seconds. I think that is a definite achievement.
I want all listeners to know that Alex is getting so heated he had to take off his brand new, very nice cardigan. Because we're already stressing him out, and we're not even.
I didn't realize you had a brand new, very nice cardigan. Show me.
Get the move vest. Get the move vest back.
Look, it's adorable, and it's got
See, Rowan, what I've done here is I've demonstrated that there is, in fact, time for us to talk about other things, while also displaying interest and wanting to see the cardigan. It did look like a nice cardigan. Where'd you get it from?
Very nice cardigan.
I rarely, Friday evenings come around, I rarely get to be happy. How often is this shit about me? And I have a nice fucking cardigan that I enjoyed having.
It's
and you're
beautiful,
just
we love it.
It's lovely, it's a lovely
I know it's lovely!
Joe took advantage of the loveliness, but also liked it.
I also want to see it. You only showed us the sleeve.
Well, you saw what you got to see.
No, bring it back. Oh, suspense.
Hey, what do everyone do for downtime? Sorry.
Last week, we started with you in a lab. You were all in cages. You managed to escape you out of that cages. Some of you had square poo. Some of you were Russian rats. One of you has a tail that makes you into a helicopter. I won't explain more. You managed to swirl around that and then eventually unlocked a door, went into a corridor. You went down the corridor. There was mozzarella everywhere. And then a person started walking down the corridor and then it got engulfed by the mozzarella. It was disgusting. The podcast can thank me for those sound effects.
That was my fault.
You had to fight it, and then you got past it. You went into a storage cupboard, and then there was an entire city, well, a rat-sized city inside of the storage cupboard, and then you spent a lot of time there buying stuff, and then the rat turned into another gigantic, horrific eldritch horror, but this time not of mozzarella. It was sinew and blood and disgustingness that you managed to escape from, and then went into the walls. Man, it really was easy to describe what you did. You really don't do much in sessions, do you?
What? Why didn't you just repeat what Sarah said?
Why did I repeat
I
what Sarah
feel
said?
like my bit there was no point in my lovely summary. Now you just absolutely overshadowed that. There was unnecessary detail there. You only needed singular words.
If yours was so good, how could I overshadow it? So, I wanted to know I wanted to know what you all were doing for downtime. There was a few things that you can do for downtime, and I think I know what some of you would have done for downtime. I already know that, Rowan, you had Sevi do your sort of specialized skill of healing everybody, so you all got full health now.
Yay.
And the rest of you, you can either you can tend to win, which is unnecessary. You can prepare, so you can prepare for something in the future and get a d6 added to one of your skills in your skill list, or excluding do anything, or you can create a new skill at level 2. You can do 2 things, so you could do both of those. You cannot do one of them twice.
I thought it was one thing.
Nope, you can do 2 things.
But on the character creation and rules, it says during rest each PC can make 1 downtime action.
It does say that. Turns out, I don't know my own rules that I wrote, so you can only do 1 thing.
So I'm done.
I think I said you could do 2 things last time, so yes, you are done.
Ooh, okay. I think I'm going to create a new skill.
Okie dokie. What is that skill going to be?
Because, well, I feel like I'm behind in the skills because I only have 6, and you all have more than that. You have 8.
Although your latest skill is pulling themselves off. I don't even know what that was in reference to, and I finished editing this yesterday. I finished editing this yesterday.
God.
What did you name pulling themselves off?
I don't know. Was it when I had the box cutter and I was slicing and then I had to yoink? Was it that? I shouldn't have used the word yoink.
I remember, if you'd like me to shed some light on it.
Sure.
Please.
So it was in the last, I want to say in the last 20 minutes or so of the last session, Sarah said something about pulling themselves off, and we didn't make a joke about it because stuff was happening. And I thought it would be really funny to write that in the box.
No.
So here's the thing. You did make a joke about it because you can't help yourself. Yes.
In that case, I did both.
And I'm pretty sure I cut it out.
I fully believe there was no way that we passed making a joke about that. Oh, it's deleted.
That means you don't have the skill to pull yourself off.
What the hell?
Well, I want to add it back now.
It wasn't an actual skill. It was just one that Joe added in.
What the fuck?
What if I do need to pull myself off a wall or
You
a
gotta stop saying that.
Then do anything and get the skill the way that you're supposed to. Don't just gonna add shit.
Oh,
That's
God.
the downtime action.
What do I have? I'm gonna do.
What crazy thing do you want to have an advantage for doing in the future?
I know.
Okay.
Something that you struggle to believe you could achieve under just a normal do anything 1d6 roll.
Lanyard lasso. So are you sitting there spending the hour learning, practicing with the lanyard to do a little lasso?
Yeah.
And while you're trying that, I'm cleaning everybody, so I'm getting behind your ears going. Nah, 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 nah.
And what is Chaz doing?
Cheers.
Chaslington the squirrel is also going to create a new skill of trick shot.
Trick shot. Interesting. That is fine. Yeah, you can practice those down. You would have noticed during the hour that your friend Trashly never made it out. You don't know where she was. You've waited the hour to see. You can't go back. Obviously there's chaos going off back there, and it's very dangerous. We don't know where Trashly.
Was Trashly not on my back?
No, you pulled Trashly out of the squeakeasy, and then she got up because she was playing dead. But you figure she's probably playing dead or actually dead. But you can't go back because effectively at this point, if you start to go back, you can see that like the wall's been crushed in and various like chaos has gone down that makes it very hard to go back on the way that you came. Unfortunate.
Did we get that city destroyed?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What?
The city. It's gone. It's destroyed.
Maybe. We don't know.
We didn't do that.
Okay.
Think with glass with liquid. Think with the cup liquid up there. Think like that.
Like
What?
my bowl of water?
No, do you not
or
know
the shiny water?
the common words? You think about all the good things. You think about the container. You think about the liquid. It is close to the top. You think about that. It's quite long-winded, but it means a lot.
Watermelon. Good things. Watermelon is a good thing. Okay.
Okay, well, watermelon. If things go bad, say watermelon. Things go better.
Okay.
What the hell is a watermelon?
Understood.
You never had watermelon.
No. A melon made of water? That sounds made up.
No, it's real.
There is a lot of water in watermelon. You just have to know where to look.
They got little black crunchy bugs in there too.
That sounds like... Well, I guess that would be a source of protein, so I guess I could be into that.
If you get at the humans whenever you escape, like me, then you get to see. You get to have access.
So where are we going?
We're gonna go find some watermelon. I want some now.
Oh, all right. New goal. Watermelon.
There's no way backwards, but there is a way forwards.
If we find Jenny, we'll find watermelon.
I don't think we should find Jenny.
Why not?
Humans are danger. Humans are not for your fun. You're not fun.
I had tons of fun with Jenny. Let's go find Jenny, and I'll march off.
You march off, only getting slightly stuck between the thin alleyways because of your huge bunker.
Yeah.
Just to remind the podcast that Sevi has a gigantic ass. This is a decision that I allowed for some reason. You squeeze between the thin alleyways until eventually you are met by a chute of some kind. It's metal and rather wide and goes straight down a few floors to what appears from a distance to be a pile of cushions. The other side of the chute from you, there is something written on the wall with an arrow pointing down. Now, it's written in Lemish, which is hard enough to understand, so I want you all to roll to see if you can understand it. Translate, as it would be.
Ooh.
If we don't have a translate skill, I assume this is do anything.
This is do anything.
I got a 6.
Then you have a translate skill.
2.
Also 2.
I know what it says.
Okay. So, Chaz and Sevi, you don't know. Like, Lemish is a rodent language, but it...
I know.
Oh, what does it say?
Oh, it says food. Watermelon here.
Great, let's go that way then.
So, Lemish is a difficult language, you know. It is technically rodent, but it's a bit harsh. Luckily, Brunhilde speaks Lemish from a rather shady and grey past. So you can understand that it does not say food, it does not say watermelon down here, it does indeed say serenity.
Oh, just wait for a minute. No watermelon down there. However, the sign in Lemish, you don't know Lemish?
I know Lemish, it says watermelon.
It does not say watermelon. You need to go back to Fluffy School. You need to go back there at some point in your tiny life. It does in fact say, if I find word, it says serenity.
Watermelon.
Well, why would we need to see her? I don't know her. I don't know Serenity.
I do not know serenity either, but it combined into one word, so I think it may not be serenity. It might be serenity.
It sounds like a made-up word.
It might be made up, but
I don't know what the difference is. What does it mean?
I don't know.
You know how to read it, but you don't know what it means?
I don't know what serenity means.
Both of you, take my paws.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here as I take your paw. I'm gonna say that serenity is the plural pronoun for a group of watermelon, and that there is watermelon this way.
I don't know what most of those words you just said are, but I'll squeeze them both in and jump into the hole.
You jump.
I can fly.
Brunhilde tries to scrabble back up, but does not manage it.
No.
You jump down as a bit of a leap of faith and land softly on the pad below. You exit into a vast grey stillness. The hole in the wall behind you breathes out stale air as you drop onto thin industrial carpet, the fibers flattened from years of traffic, smelling faintly of dust, old coffee, and something metallic that lingers underneath it all. The space stretches ahead in a long corridor of cubicles forming the top of an L-shaped floor. From where you stand, it runs straight forwards and then turns sharply to the left. Everything is drab. Grey partitions, grey desks, grey filing cabinets, and soft panels that rise like fabric cliffs around each workstation. The cubicles tower above you, forming narrow canyons between desk legs and wheeled office chairs frozen mid-push. Computer monitors that sit dark and lifeless, their blank screens reflecting faint shapes in the low ambient light leaking from emergency fixtures somewhere far above. Far ahead, at the end of the L, past the turn to the left, stands the metal jaws to that moving room you have recognized before. But even from here, you can see the dark seam of its closed door, the display panel above, unlit. No numbers glowing, no mechanical rumble echoing through the shaft. You also hear nothing else. No people, no nothing. There is, like I said, emergency lights. There is not the red flashing here that there was previously. Just the stillness.
I don't think there's any watermelon here.
I don't know what they look like, so I won't be able to recognize them when we find them.
They're very colorful. They're like the opposite of this place.
I would like to observe, please.
Do it. What are you observing for?
Danger.
Sure.
That is, a 2 and a 2, so a 4.
You see no danger. You don't see much of anything.
I'm not good at colors, so you'll have to tell me. I have something called dichromatic vision, so that you'll have to point them out to me.
What?
You were just Googling if squirrels can see color, weren't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to not Google what rodents can see what, so I have plausible deniability for saying the things that I say.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm saying I have 20/20 vision.
Yeah, but we're in 2026, so.
I think Brunhilde can see all.
No, yeah, you don't see any danger. You don't hear any danger. It's you haven't been on this floor. You perhaps have heard of some of these floors where usually, at least by the description of what this place looks like, what you've heard before, there's a lot of people around, a lot of humans. Not in their lab coats. They're not described as wearing these big white coats that you've seen, but there's usually a lot of people, and currently there is none.
This is strange.
Mm.
I have heard of this area, and normally there are lots of the people around here doing many things on the metal cubes. They light up and look fancy, but no one is here. I assume maybe they were attacked by cheese.
So what do you want to do?
I want to sniff around to try to find watermelon.
Sure. You don't have any specific
Nope.
skills for that, so do anything. Sniff away.
That's a big fat one.
You're sniffing around, and you think to yourself, do I smell watermelon? Do I smell water? I smell a bit of, the brown juice that the humans have had. You smell a bit of staleness around, and then you think to yourself, do I even remember what watermelon smells like?
What the fuck, Alex?
You're getting your own head about it. Just a
Sammy
bit
sits
too
there
much.
and cries.
Your crying is distracted by a sound from behind you.
Uh-oh.
You hear a strange chirping noise from behind you. Not like a bird, but like of a rodent.
Oh no. Brunhilde turns around with box cutter at the ready.
You turn, box cutter, out and wielded, but there's nothing there. But as you turn around, you hear another sound. The same sound. Behind you again. So what would in front of you, but now from behind you. The sounds start coming from all directions as you see a creature start to emerge from the shadows in front.
Oh no.
Scarred and damaged, one eye misty and cracked, fur split and ungrowing from old wounds, chirping as it moves forwards. It's a capybara.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. Right? Who
Then-
wants to kill it?
Then another behind you, and another, as you're slowly surrounded by many.
Many
Before a voice-
capybaras.
Many capybaras, before a voice
Oh.
echoes from the shadows in front of you and says, well, 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 what do we have here? As one final capybara emerges from the shadows, larger than the rest, more damaged, more intimidating. You hear the voice again, but it's not the capybara that speaks, but the lemming standing on its head. It's been a while since we've had company. Such a pleasant surprise. The lemming is small, with dusty brown fur, with black patterned patches all over its back. He does a deep bow and speaks once again. The name's Cough Drop. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
I'm Savvy. Do you remember what watermelon smells like?
Brunhilde just claps Ro on the back, just gently going, it's okay, it's okay.
Hi, I'm Chaslington, and my fun fact is that I can bench press 20.
20 what?
What?
He doesn't know because he can't count. This has been established.
Oh, God.
Brunhilde walks up to Cough Drop and just puts hands on hips and says, do you know Pietro?
Ah. I don't know Pietro personally, but I know the name. Squints down a little bit. You must be Brunhilde.
You know me.
Oh, I've heard a lot about you.
No, they're Brunhilde.
Are they good things, I assume?
Perhaps. He sort of looks away from you at the other two, well, one of you crying. Says, as you can see, gesturing around to the other capybaras, we have a lovely little community down here. Peaceful, calm, free from conflict. I would like to offer you a part of my serenity. An opportunity to relieve yourself of daily stresses. Looking at Sevi now. Relieve yourself of daily stresses and remove those pesky negative thoughts from your mind. And remember the smell of watermelon.
Huh?
All you have to do is submit to me, and you will have serenity.
What do I submit?
No, wait a minute, Sevi, wait a minute. Brunhilde starts to get suspicious and would like to... Yeah, would like to... It's only now. Would like to observe Cough Drop.
For?
Any susness.
Okay.
Suspicious nature. Check.
Insight?
Ooh, a 6 and a 4. That one. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's an observe, not an insight. Observe is more looking at the physicality. If you want to do like a more insight style role of like, are they lying? Are they trustworthy? That would be a different, that would be do anything.
Ooh, okay. Well, can I just pick the 6 then? Because I did roll that.
No. You can do an observe if you want, but it's sort of slightly different path.
I'll do the do anything insight.
Sure.
Oh, I got a 3. Damn it.
That's right. I mean, situationally, it's not like you're being put in a comfortable situation. You're surrounded by these big beasts, you know? You are being looked down upon by this creature, which isn't... Like, the words are nice, you know, but then the bit that sort of triggers in your mind is submit to me. It's not join my community, it's submit. It's not the most confidence building of phrases.
What do I submit and where do I submit it?
Oh, it's easy.
I can submit my poop to you.
Bless you. Just accept me into your mind.
Into mine? What do you mean, Coffee Droppy?
I mean, relax. Let the stress melt away.
Oh no, we've seen enough melting. I do not want to see any more melting. Sebi,
I
you
won't
know
be
you
able-
don't want to be melting either.
I won't be able to relax until I remember watermelons.
I'm not very stressed. I'm pretty loose and limber all the time, so I'm alright, thanks, Cum Drop.
And I don't
It's not even close to his name.
oh, okay. I don't know how to accept you into my mind. I already understand that you exist, so I feel like that's about as close as I can get to that.
No, Sevi.
Relax.
Do you have watermelons?
We've got plenty of watermelons.
How?
No, Sevi. No, Sevi. I would
If
like
you-
to go and bonk Sevi on the head again.
No!
Are you going to try and defend yourself? Roll an evasion.
Okay.
And do it against a contested attack.
Are you doing it with the blunt end?
I'm doing with the blunt end of the
Perfect.
of the spear. Yeah.
Then I get to roll 2. 7.
Ah, 3.
Unfortunately, you tried, but Sevi's waiting for it.
If you can give me a watermelon, I will try to empty my brain.
Well, the watermelons come to you once you're a part of the community. We can't give stuff out for free. There's little left around these parts. But we have a store.
Listen, Mr.
Wait, you
Coffee.
gotta buy it?
No, a store of objects.
We already
Yeah.
spent all of our coins.
Yeah, we already did that.
You don't have to pay for things. It's a store as in it's storage.
Oh.
Why you give things for free?
Because we're a community. We are Serenity. We work together.
I do not see any other creatures here. Just you and the big fluffies. Where are the other ones of me? Or the Sevi Fluffy? Or just Fluffy?
It's rare we get anyone else round here.
I wonder why.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Well, the people who do come here that aren't like you, where do they go? Like if we want to go.
Well, usually they leave by the elevator. But unfortunately, it's broken.
The what?
That's okay, we can fix that. Brunhilde starts walking towards the elevator with very happy marching like normal.
The capybara is just sort of like closed together in front of you.
I shall begin to fly over them.
Yay!
It looks at you going in the air and he just goes, "Oh, that is a shame. A shame to lose such fresh specimens. But now we have a problem. Because I can't just have anyone know the secrets of my Serenity. And I can't trust that you won't go ahead and tell others. No.
This sounds like a shitty community.
Oh, we don't know any secrets. No. It's you say you have room with fancy foods like your fancy watermelon. We don't see this. We don't know if it's real. We know no secrets. We're gonna thank you. Bye-bye. Brunhilde starts to try and shoulder through capybaras.
I can't really hear you. Can you say it again, but louder? I'm getting further away.
He just looks around at all the capybaras and says, "Boys, deal with them." So, you are surrounded, though one of you is in the air, by 12 capybaras.
Well, that's
12 capybaras. One's slightly larger, which has cough drop on his head.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Well, what are they doing?
Well, we've always done you guys go first anyway,
Oh.
and you're not surprised. So, you're surrounded, just like an even spread around. Brunhilde, you're up against 3 of them, but kind of directly in front of you, one of them being the big
Okay.
one with cough drop on the head.
Okay.
And we've got eyes in the sky.
I'm going to use my brain cell and think back about what Cloptrop said. And so it seemed like they were at the center of it. They're controlling the capybara. And it's something to do with their mind.
Word, big brain.
And so as I fly closer towards them, I would like to attempt to confuse them in the hopes of breaking whatever concentration or link they might have.
Sure.
As all of my limbs start spinning.
Cappy hive mind.
Cappy hive mind.
That's 5.
A 5. I haven't been rolling against, but I think I will in this particular case to make it contested.
Ooh.
15.
That sounded like a lot of dice.
It's a very strong mind standing in front of you. You get that quite quickly as you wacky and wave all of your limbs. And he does look up and does seem to go, "Hey," but then doesn't seem to faze him.
He's too tough for us. We have to go.
The other 2 of you?
I want to bind him
How?
with my rubber bands.
Ooh.
Sure, you would have to get up to him.
Okay.
So, like, as in, there would be a roll to sort of, like, climb, because you'd have to climb on top of a cap. Well, whereas
They're not
What you-
that much bigger.
there'd be a little bit, but sure, yeah. I mean, you'd still have to, obviously, roll a 2 attack. And I'll sort of put it in together.
That is 9 to bind. One of them is a 6, and I'm also going to use an XP to make the other one a 6 as well, and make Bind 3.
Well, it's not going to be bind 3 because obviously the nature is you
Yeah.
specify. So, situationally,
Bind creature.
sure, yes. Yeah, I mean, you managed to get some rubber bands around his arms and sort of holds them down. Brunhilde?
Following that, I would like to lanyard lasso and see if I can yoink the cough drop off now that they are bound.
Yeah. Roll it.
That's a 4 and a 4, so that's an 8.
I will call it successful as you loop it around them, yank him off the head, and he goes, lands on the ground. It's their turns. So, the big capybara standing in front of you is going to try and hit you.
Who?
Me?
Yes, Brunhilde. Sorry, I said standing in front of you. It's the one. Just sort of like goes forwards, like rears up and tries to slam down on you.
Stomp. Okay.
These are all evasion.
Evading. Does that count as blunt force trauma? I think like it does.
Yeah, probably. It's about as blunt as it gets.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I have a big skill. That's a 4 and a 6, that's a 10.
You only just manage to succeed as it slams down and you just dodge out of the way. The two that are next to that, well, also you're both over there now, so one of them is going to attack one of the slightly smaller ones. One of them is going to attack Brunhilde and one of them is going to attack Sevi. So both of you roll evasions. Again, they're just going to do this like slamming attack.
Oh my god, double 6.
6 total.
Jesus.
Wow, going up in the world.
Sorry, what did you say, Aaron?
6 total.
6 total. Unfortunately, Sevi, you do not manage to dodge out of the way as you are slammed on top of. Brunhilde, with a double 6, you do manage to get out of the way, and you would be dodging. What do we call that?
Dodge unarmed.
Yeah, is there a better word than unarmed for like
Melee.
a bit more? Yeah, let's do dodge melee.
I was doing
3.
the evading blunt force trauma.
Yeah, so
is that changing after?
Yeah, you don't level up the skill that you have.
Dodge melee.
You keep that skill and get a more specific skill. No, you don't. No, you keep the old one and you get a more specific.
What was the old one? I forgot.
You probably just control Z. So you'd have evading blunt force trauma 2 and dodging a melee 3 because they are different. You get more specific as your skills go up.
Oh, fun.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes, Evie, you are slammed and hit. Then, cough drop. So the rest of them are going to slowly sort of get a bit closer to you. Cough drop is going to, as he's bound up, be like, bad idea. And he's going to look up at Joe, you in the sky, and you feel an invasive force in your mind.
Ooh.
Could you please, it would be a do anything to evade mind control, or it would be like a evade charm or whatever the hell.
I certainly can. 6.
Yeah, you feel this coming in at your mind, and it's up to you whether there's not enough going on in there, or you're just too smart to be taken over, but you do manage to resist.
Whoa.
I'm going to put brain 2, smart 2 is my skill.
And it will be back to you 3.
I want to sit on him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, do a butt slam. Well, I'm assuming you're trying to do a butt slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, double 6s.
Oh, those dice sound so jingly.
They are. It's a 5.
It's a 5. It is unfortunate that as you slam down, he rolls out of the way, and you just about miss him. Your huge cheeks leaving a slight dust cloud as they impact the ground.
Right.
Well, as cough drop is on the ground, I would like to do. Because Brunhilde gives no fucks. I want to try and behead cough drop
Sure.
after seeing the apparent mind control.
Box cut a slice.
Come on, hit it. Oh, it's a 2 and a 1.
A 2 and a 1, that is a failure. Don't forget, everyone, your failures give you XP. This does not happen. Dodging out of the way, manages to dodge you as well as you slam down this blade, and it cuts into the carpet, but does not cut into cough drop. Chaz?
I will attempt to stab with needle rapier, which is a level 2 skill.
Sure, I mean, you'll have to drop down to the ground, of course.
I shall hover above him and stab downwards.
Nice.
Sure.
Hover stab.
Right, that is a 6 and a 5 for an 11.
That will hit.
And I will use one of my XP to turn the one of them into a 6, upgrading my skill.
So it would be like a stab below, like stab from above.
Stab from above. 3. So I get 2 attacks with my needle rapier, so I guess I will do that for my second attack.
I'm trying to think. Last time this did come up, we did. Oh no, it was the XP that you couldn't use between the. Oh no, yes. So last time between your 2 attacks, you wanted to use your XP and then use that to use it on the second attack, and I said no last time.
Okay.
So if you want to stay consistent, you'd have to use your previous skill.
Check again. So a 4.
Unfortunately, does not happen the second time. Dodges out of the way, but there is blood. It can bleed.
And I will use an adrenaline to go again. And because this is a new thing, I get to use my new thing.
This is a new thing. You do indeed.
So that's 8.
8 is unsuccessful.
8 is unsuccessful.
8 is unsuccessful.
Okay. Can I use more than 1 XP at a time? I can't remember.
You can, yes.
Okay, that's a 6, a 4, and a 3 for 13.
13.
And I will use
That will hit.
2 of my XP to upgrade 2 of those to 6s, so that then becomes 666, and gain. What is a good name for this?
Well, you've already got stab from above, which is kind of the hover stab. So let's do like a specific body part. From above, you'd be going for the head if you wish. So stab head.
Yes. Stab head. Or wait, no. Stab head. Stab. Yeah. Okay.
Pierce head.
I believe all 3 of you have done a thing, so it is their turns. All 3 of you are going to be attacked by capybaras separately, as they all run in and try to slam down on you. The one of them will try to bash into you, flying in the air, because you are low enough to do so.
Sure. So this we roll against as well, right?
Yes, this is evasions. I believe you have flying evasion, so you can use that, and the other 2 of you can use your blunt force trauma evasions.
Can I do dodge melee?
Yes.
3. I'll take another point. Actually, how many attacks am I taking?
Just the 1.
Okay.
That's 10 overall.
Okay. You successfully dodge.
9 for me.
And 9, you also successfully dodge. Only just, though, as you dodge out of the way in the air. Also, Brunhilde dodges out of the way. Sevi, unfortunately, you get slammed again. It's a shame that you're the one getting hit because you're the only one who can sacrifice. And then, on the ground, still bound up, Cough Drop is going to try and get into Brune.
Oh, did we get any advantage for him being bound up? Was there any benefit to us for that?
Yeah, reduction in what you have to get to hit him. What was I?
You were about to say...
Yes, Brunhilde is going to try and invade your mind. So
what do I do? Oh. 5.
5. You feel this cloud come over your eyes. Actually feels quite nice. This serenity. But just as it's about to get just to the closing of your vision, as you're about to seep away, you do fight back.
Yay!
You think of whoever the hell you've said every single time. Piotr.
Pietro.
You think of your Pietro. You think of your rat family. You think you can't give up right now. You can't let this thing get into your mind as you battle it away.
Yay!
Oh my god, my biceps inspired them.
Your guys' turn.
I will attempt to stab head.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's pretty good. That's 2 6s, a 5, and a 2 for 19.
Another stab as you just sort of keep slashing and stabbing away at this creature on the ground.
And I only have 1 XP, so I can't upgrade that again. I will do my second stab. 5, 10, 15.
Nice.
Yeah, you stab it twice.
What do we think, gang? Worth stabbing him twice again?
Why not?
Well, considering we saw an Eldrat charter minutes ago, or I don't know how long it's been, but I feel like there are bigger fish to fry.
Well, it would have been over now because you had the rest.
I mean,
That's it for me then.
Brunhilde is invested at this point. She is pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, I would like to try and behead, but I realised that I have my sharpened extra feature, which means that my damage dice are increased to a D8.
Your box cutter is increased to an 8, and you're already increased to an 8, so you use 12s if you remember.
Oh, no, I didn't remember. Oh, so I get to use 2 12s. Nice.
Yes.
I'd like to behead again. Ooh, that is a 9 and an 11. That's 20.
Yeah. 20, you do not behead, but you do slice across the throat, leaving a gash. He is not dead, but there's blood dripping from all sorts of parts of his body.
Like half beheaded.
Not enough to be functionally deadly, but he is obviously very injured.
Okay, good.
Is he giving commands verbally to the capybara?
Doesn't seem to be. You haven't heard him make any command. He hasn't said anything other than the sort of vague, snide remarks.
Then I'll just butt slam him again.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Try to.
Use that badonk.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
That is successful. You slam down onto him. Y'all are just beating the shit out of him. He's like sliced and stabbed. He's like, and then suddenly.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I'm just sitting on him.
Yeah.
I just sat down.
You didn't do it
That's
with force. You just took a moment.
I mean, the force from the frustration of not having the watermelon and not being able to remember what it smells like.
Yeah.
That much force. But his little head is peeking out between the cheeks. So you guys can still stab at him.
Yeah.
I'm going to use 2 XP to upgrade it as well.
Sure. Do
Big sit.
well. I was going to say, but restrain or
Okay.
but whatever. Like you're active. Like the thing.
Butt trap.
Yeah, fine. Butt trap. Because what you were trying to do there is hold him down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple. They're all the capybara just like see you sitting on them. It's just like, and they all just charge at you, to try and like slam you
Oh shit.
off.
Cool.
So it's going to be blunt evasion 3 times.
Okay. 6.
Oh, the first one is unsuccessful. So the first one being unsuccessful means the other 2 wouldn't have tried to hit you. So you do take a damage as one slams into you and you get knocked off this tiny little lemming beneath you. And one of the other ones that was charging you to attack you instead picks up Cough Drop and starts scampering away. The one that is left is going to follow on, so they're not going to attack the rest of you. Cough Drop is still going to try and do what they did before. I feel like they thought they could get Brunhilde, so they're going to try and get into Brunhilde's mind again.
6! Legend.
You're used to it. You feel the edges come in and you're like, absolutely fucking not! As you close off your mind and get stop mind control. It does not take you over. It is your guys' turns. These capybaras charging off.
I want a sonic roll after
Oh
them.
my god.
Sure.
Trying to take out the one carrying the bound lemming.
Oh, you're trying to do it as an attack? Because it was a movement before.
I mean,
Like, are you trying to catch up or are you trying to impact into them?
like have enough momentum to where it would be disruptive to have me run into them.
Sure.
Not necessarily damaging, just disruptive.
Wait, can I add on to that?
What are you trying to do?
I would like to see Sevi start to do this and go, and I would like to jump and try and run as Sevi is rolling.
I was like, oh, you're going to try and like bop him in the butt to make him go faster. No, you're going to do a fucking circus trick. Add an extra
Adding
D6.
to the
Why not?
momentum.
Yeah, add an extra D6.
Okay.
It just threw me that that's not what I expected you to say.
That is 5, 3, and 3 for an 11.
11. You don't knock Cough Drop out of their mouth, but you do get under their legs, which sort of stops their movement, holds them in place as you get in between their legs and they sort of clamber over and stuff.
Okay.
I shall stab them in the head again.
Who?
Cough Drop.
Sure.
That is what I have become good at. It is what I shall continue to do. 14.
14. Yeah. As before, it works. You do the stab. And that's all 3 of you having done things.
7. No, I get 2. 13.
Yeah. You hit again.
How resilient is this goddamn lemming? They're known for falling off of cliffs and dying.
Actually, that is a falsity.
I mean, it might not be true, but it's what they're known for.
I didn't roll to run on Sevi. I didn't realise that counted.
No, yes. So your action added a dice to
I
Ron's roll.
understand. Okay.
It was like assisting. In retaliation. So for your information on that, Cough Drop looks almost done with all of this. Like, absolutely bleeding, blood dripping down, little spots of blood, because there's not much in that body. Two of the capybaras that are chasing going to attack. One's going to attack Chaz.
Okay. My evasion is 8.
8. Unfortunately, not good enough. You get smacked in the side by one of these capybaras, and the other one is going to attack Brunhilde, because it would be very difficult to get to Sevi right now, because you're like up in a ball underneath the legs of this one.
Is Brunhilde not with me under there? She was running on top of me.
So I imagined you went under the legs, which meant Brunhilde would have to sort of get off and go to the side.
Okay.
So you got the momentum, and then you had to sort of hop off because you wouldn't both fit underneath the capybara.
When I dodge something, does that increase my dice to D12? Does that count as attack?
No.
Okay.
No, just the attacking ones.
That's a 3, a 3, and a 3. Ooh, 9.
9. Only just, but you do manage to dodge out of the way. And one final time, I'm going to imagine, considering everything that's going on, is going to try and... Who's doing the most damage? Really not a big fan of Chaslington. Chaslington! Coughdrop's going to try and take over your mind, but you are better than you were before.
Is this considered me evading something?
It's the
Well,
mind
it's
control.
Here's the mind control.
Got your brain too smart.
Yes, but I mean, is it? Do I add all my evasion stuff to that?
No.
Because I have stuff that lets me avoid stuff.
No. The evade is physical evasion.
Okay. That's a 6 and a 5 for an 11.
It's good enough. He doesn't get into your mind.
May I upgrade? I'll use an XP to upgrade that into a something that lets me do something similar, or is that too different?
Too different, and also you have no way of doing so. Like, so the thought, like, being strong in your mind is like thinking strong, as it were. You don't have the ability to then start taking over other people. You don't have powers.
Just trying to think of what I could do with an extra brain skill that would be helpful. But I'm not sure there is one.
You need mind control back.
That's what I was saying.
That's what we were just
Oh,
discussing.
sorry.
But no. I would say if you want to make it, because you're not doing it immediately in action, you could do something like something that's less specific to mind control and more specific to just a strong mind in terms of not being distracted or not being...
Concentration.
Yeah, like a concentration type thing, sure.
Okay.
Attention.
The three of you, Sevi underneath, still in a ball, Brunhilde to the side, Chaslington flying slightly to the side. What you gonna do?
Sorry, I was thrown so off guard by what Joe has written down.
What's he written
Great
down?
content trait.
I think he's really getting into the
There you go, that's better.
unable to spell.
Can
Great concentrate with 8s.
I weaponize the yoga move? I can't remember what it's called. It's like Rising Sun, where you do big stretch up.
I mean, you can, sure. It would be a do anything, but yeah.
Cool. I will.
Are you going to try and do that to the capybara that you're underneath at the moment, or are you going to try and... Gotcha.
4. I'll turn it into a 6.
Sure. You push upwards. You were just trying to push them upwards. I'm going to say it's a failure in terms of, like, big disruption, so you can have your XP, but you do sort of, like, lift up the back legs a little bit, so they're kind of skittering as it tries to get away. So it's not like a full failure, but it doesn't, like, blast it out of the way like you might have wanted to. The other two? Brunhilde? Chaslington?
I would like to try and behead one last time.
Is this one last time? You're that confident, are you?
No, I'm hopeful.
Based on your own narration, it makes sense to be that optimistic about it.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which means I get the 12s.
Yeah, 2
I
12s.
get... That is an 11 and a 2.
11 and a 2. A surprising disparity between your two dice, giving you a 13. Unlucky for some, but in this case, unlucky for Cough Drop. And you get to hear a phrase that I say to them that they'll recognize, but you won't so much, but you'll get the implication. What does it look like?
Ooh, I think that means I did good. Right, okay.
No, it means you failed. What does it look like when you fail?
Oh, shit.
No.
Brunhilde
What does it look like
really
as you succeed?
Brunhilde has jumped off Sevi and is standing at the side, and in her rage, after feeling this mind penetration, jumps high in the air and lifts the box cutter in an arc and slams down with as much force as she can muster, and it slices through Cough Drop's neck like butter, and his head just rolls off to the side and just bounces away.
Well, so it was in the head of the capybara, so I'm imagining you do a little ninja-esque move of jumping up, because it was being carried by the capybara. I imagine you do a little ninja-esque move of jumping up and kicking the capybara in the jaw first to make him drop it.
Exactly.
Cough Drop drops down to the ground, and that's when you come down with the
Yes.
box cutter. Yes. And there's just this
His head doesn't fall off of his shoulder
head rolls off.
until you put your box cutter back slowly.
Yes. No, you slice, look away, and then the head rolls away. And the instant the separation happens between head and body, all of the capybara fall to the ground with this very loud. There's like all of the ones that were behind you and chasing you, the ones that were close up, and some thumping from off in the distance as well.
I think they're dehydrated. It's not good to do exercise when you haven't had water.
There's a second of silence before a few of the capybaras stand again, evidently dazed, confused, looking around a little, unaware of what's happening. A couple of them uttering little phrases, what happened, where am I, all these kinds of things. Some chirping happening in the distance. Before one of the ones in the distance, you hear them saying, like, it was them, they saved us. And then another one walks over, and this is the big one that says, my friends, we can't thank you enough for what you've done here. You've finally broken the grip of Cough Drop. And another one walks over, slightly smaller, and says, we'll forever be in debt to you. Please take this time to rest and allow us to do the same so that if we ever meet you again in the future, we can be at your service.
Do you really have watermelon?
I don't know what was happening whilst we were under control, but I don't think we have watermelon.
I can clear it up for you. Hi, I'm Chaslington, and I can do 20 squats.
Congratulations.
Brunhilde looks over and goes, I can do 30 squats.
Whoa. Is that better?
Yes, and start spinning in circles to demonstrate.
What? I don't think either of you know what's... Never mind.
Brunhilde eventually stops and goes, it's okay, we could tell that the tiny fluffy was not great. I removed head, so all good.
So, would you like some downtime?
Sure.
Or do you want to just move on?
Wait, is there a secret room with the storage room for storage?
There's no secret room here, I'm afraid.
No storage. No watermelon.
If you take a rest, we can do our best to try and get some sort of power back to that elevator. And a word that none of you have any idea what that means. But for now, not much to do.
Okay then. Brunhilde continues to practice spinning.
Yeah, I think we stay here for a bit, and then we become the new whatever that guy's name was. Because these guys are being nice to us now.
We become Cough Drop.
You're suggesting that because we're being nice to you, you're going to try and dominate us all and take over
Oh no,
our
no more
group.
fights.
Oh, no, not unless you ask nicely.
Brunhilde's still spinning.
You said we could stay, so I'm saying, yeah, we'll do that.
There's just silence from all of them.
Sevi, what say you?
Sevi's gonna walk off to a corner and start cleaning their wounds.
Aww.
You're doing a downtime?
Down it up.
Wonderful. Okay. Heal the wounds. I presume you're going to use your clean, which means, Joe, you can also be healed up.
Yay.
And you can do more downtime stuff.
I'm gonna do a new skill, I just can't think of what.
You want to be Link, Sarah? Yeah.
Kinda.
Cutter spin. Very nice. What did you decide to add, Joe, as your skill?
I'll do crowbar.
You don't have a crowbar, do you?
I have a needle thing. Needle rapier.
Sure. You get to the end of your rest. As you come to the end of your resting, it's been an hour. Is Sevi still in the corner crying?
Sevi's not happy.
Okay.
About the watermelon?
I don't know.
You've got hungry, thinking about the watermelon, and you hear a rumbling, but it is not your stomach. The rumbling is coming from up above, and there's a vague sound of muffled screeching from within the walls.
Does it sound like the Eldratch horror?
It's got a similar vibe to that, yes. All of the capybaras look around and they speak probably to Brunhilde, and one of them says, "It's not safe here for you. You got to move on, but we'll follow soon once you've collected our affairs."
What affairs? I thought that was no storage room.
Well, more of like an emotional, like community style affairs rather than like specifically like physical objects.
I understand.
Oh well, bring everyone. We're gone now.
You're like a big gym polycule. I get it.
No.
You don't know how to read or write, but you know what a polycule is?
People can still talk to me. In the wildlife reserve that I was living in, you wouldn't believe the shit I saw.
Wow.
There's more rumbling from above and more screeching as some of the capybaras move over towards the elevator, which is still off. And you can see they start, like, with their big teeth, start grabbing at the door and just start pulling it open, pulling the doors apart.
I will assist with my crowbar. Verb.
I will assist with my box cutter.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll, but they're already succeeding, so you don't really need to.
Well, it's still, showing we're helping.
We might get sixes.
Like if you want to...
I didn't get sixes.
No.
I've got a 3. I'm trying.
Okay. You're there, but they're pulling apart the doors. As one of them goes over and you look down and they say, "This is the only way down, and this is the way for now. We can't follow you. We'll need to get the power back on."
Okay, bye.
I thought you were doing that while we slept. Or not slept, cleaned.
I've been trying, but we don't have fingers. It makes it quite hard to work with electrical wires.
I can help with that. I have smaller hands.
More rumbling as like particles fall down from the ceiling. I don't think you have time for that right now.
I don't think you have time for that.
Listen.
No.
Yep, probably not, but there's no way we can go down there without hurting ourselves.
You can't swear your allegiance to us and then die immediately. You're not allowed to do that.
We didn't exactly swear allegiance with you. We just said we'll help you next time.
What the?
Go down the elevator. We will be okay.
I heavily doubt that, Big Fluffy. What about, look at the wires in the middle, look at the big string. You can grab that. You jump, you grab, you slide.
Okay, fine. Give me a second. I start shooting food.
You look into the room. There's like 30 capybaras around this office now that you can see.
I'm just tossing cubes down the elevator shaft.
Well, as you do so, you look down the shaft, obviously, and you look through the gaping maw of the moving room and do not see what you expect. There is no room, no buttons, but a large shaft going infinitely up and a few floors down. At the bottom, you can see an odd metal platform with wires and cables and all sorts of odd features. And to the side, there is a ladder, which is your only way down. You can throw down the cube. It's like 2 or 3 floors down. Mm-hmm. Like, your cubes are just... Yeah, we don't have time for that either. And we can't climb ladders. I am extremely glad that you care so much for us, having only just met us. But go ahead.
Hey, wait.
We'll work on it.
What's your name?
My name? I don't actually remember.
That's a weird name.
Alright.
Do you want a name? I can give you a name.
I'm hoping it'll come back to me at some point. We've just been under this control for so long.
I dub the 9 kilogram weight.
I dub the I don't actually remember.
But I just said it.
How the hell did you save us?
I stab things very quickly. And like a lot.
And I remove head.
I'm very smart.
He had such like a strong control over people's minds, and like you resisted that.
No one cares about him. This is like something trap.
To be fair, he'd never tried to get into my brain. Or why?
Maybe he was intimidated.
Maybe he can only control capybaras. Bit of a limited ability. Unless, like in his situation, he was surrounded by capybaras.
You can't control anything now. Leave.
How big is the poop pile at the bottom of the shaft now?
Small. You're running out of poop space. You haven't eaten in a while.
Dang.
Brunhilde refuses. She plants a button. Says, "No, I stay. You are part of family now. All the fluff is together."
I appreciate that. You will die here.
Well, so will you.
That means you'll die here.
We will be okay.
I'm going. Bye.
The more of us there are, the more we will be able to battle
Chance just
together.
Goodbye, 9 kilogram weight. Goodbye, Sevi. Goodbye, brother.
Your friend is leaving.
I
Excuse
wonder if
me.
there's an exercise button. Yeah.
Are you going down?
I guess.
There's still this like rumbling and vibrating coming from above.
Yeah.
I would like to try and push one of the capybaras so that they follow us down the ladder.
Sure. Roll
Not
or
push
do
them
anything.
down, but push them towards the edge.
Can I try to convince a few to come with?
3.
Sure. A 3. You start pushing and they just don't move.
Oh.
I have my carry skill. I suppose I could try and like float one down.
Roll if you like.
Would you allow me to use my disarm skill?
I got a 7.
Can you explain how you're disarming them to convince them to move? Well, no. So disarm we've discussed is not like physically disarming; it's in disarming.
Yeah,
a
like
person
yeah,
mentally,
like
but
verbally disarming them.
but I'm not. I am not seeing the puzzle pieces connect between disarming someone, like making them take pause, and convincing them to do something they don't want to do.
I see it like the Puss in Boots thing where he takes his hat off and does the big eyes.
Yes, exactly. Except I literally have heart eyes.
Sure. Okay. Fine.
But I guess I'm trying to break down the wall that they have built that's preventing them from going.
Sure.
Disarm their reasoning.
Listen, Alex. I know you said it was a falsehood, but these people were led by lemmings, and we want them to jump off of an internal cliff. Okay.
Oh god.
I got an 8.
You got an 8.
I got a 7.
You got a 7 for the carrot. You can't lift these things.
Ah.
Not a chance in the universe. With the 8, I mean, one of them just come over to you and is like, listen, I appreciate where you're coming from. And I really, there's 2 problems here. One, we can't all go because there's not enough room and that will not take 30 of us. And 2, none of us can climb down a ladder. But you saved us, so this is us saving you.
I mean, the rumbling doesn't even seem that bad, so maybe it's fine.
I don't know how I'm going to climb down the ladder either.
You have fingers.
I got paws.
Do quackers have fingers? Quackers have fingers on their paws.
Whoa.
The hell?
They have little claws on them.
How's Brunhilde going to get down?
Rats have fingers.
Rats have fingers.
They grab things. We will be down as fast as we can be.
Yeah, whatever.
I have no plans to die up here.
Well, you better follow very soon.
I'll get it in even more sadly climb down.
Brunhilde gives the big capybara a very gentle bonk on the head.
They nod to you with it. And then just like give you a little shove towards the elevator. Not off.
I don't want to leave them! Putting us in such a moral dilemma!
You're like pushed and then move like to the edge, probably like unstable enough to like grab onto the ladder, at which point the doors just they're let go and they just clang back together.
Alex fully intended for that to be like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't even have like there'll be contention. It's just like
Yeah.
they say there's only one way down, you look down and then you go.
Oh my god.
Moral dilemma? No.
No, they were our friends!
They're still your friends.
Do you know that quackers live for 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And there's something called a macropod.
What?
Interesting.
Rats live for 2.
Oh.
Now, whatever picture of a quacky you're looking at, imagine it has the fattest ass you've ever seen and heart-shaped pupils.
Rowan, please.
I was going to
do
say,
that, please.
what's happening then is Brunhilde's climbing down the ladder, then looks up and it's just cheeks.
Oh, the eclipse!
The moon, she is beautiful tonight. You clamber all the way down. As you stand on the cold metal surface, you notice a rather large handle attached to a rather large square panel. on the surface, on the floor that you are standing on, which you know as people is the top of an elevator. You as animals don't have no clue what's happening. This is just wires and weird shapes and metal floors.
I would like to stab it.
I'm not going to make you roll. You just pang.
Okay, not stab.
In the most lucid state you have ever seen Sevi, they're going to go over and just pull the lever. Be like,
What?
"No
It's
way."
not it's a handle.
Handle.
It's a trapdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like grab it and lift, and it just starts opening. It's not locked or anything.
Oh.
As it's lifting up, I'm gonna go. I'm starting to think this is a bad world. And pull it back.
Aww.
Yeah, you lift the heavy trapdoor, and it's got a bit of like a ratcheting system, so it holds itself a little, allowing you to see inside the more familiar metal moving room. The inside is dark. Evidently there is still no power, but there is enough ambient light to see and hear what is inside.
Oh.
It's one of the scientists, leaning over to the large panel of buttons, pressing one frantically and saying something in a rather stern and annoyed voice. Brunhilde, you lean over the edge. You recognize that voice. You recognize the back of that hair, the small balding spot, the brown bedraggled hair. That is Rort.
No. Oh, this is my enemy. Brunhilde gets ready to absolutely launch onto Rort.
Seeing that, I will stab head. I'll fly through the hat. Stab head.
Brunhilde, you're just like, you start preparing, pull back the blade, and before you can even react, a squirrel goes flying past you, charging needle first. I'm not going to make you roll for it. I'm going to say it's an immediate hit because he has no idea that you're there. He's not even trying to evade. So you just in the back of his head. And imagine getting a needle to the back of the head. You just go, fucking ow, Jesus.
Can I do a roll anyway in case of upgrade?
I mean, you'd have to get 4 sixes.
I have some XP, I think. I have 1 XP.
You have 1.
I didn't get any 6s.
No. You stab in the back. You hear this in a language that you, of course, do not understand, as he's just swatting around his head, unaware of what just stabbed him in the back, a little bit of blood trickling out. Brunhilde, I'm sure you follow.
On Rort looking up to see where that came from, Brunhilde's going to time it very well, and on a good angle, Brunhilde is going to launch, holding the box cutter with both arms down, and is going to try and stab Rort straight in the eye.
Sure, you go down. As he turns around and sees you, you don't recognize, you can't understand the language, but you recognize, he looks up and he knows you. It's just that thing where like the two like letterbox of the eyes on both halves of the screen.
Do I need to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you saying they get a Pokemon battle intro screen?
Oh my god.
Yeah, similar, or more like Japanese fighting / anime style split screen intro.
Does this count as box cutter slice? Or
Yeah.
a 3 and a 5.
3 and a 5. He's not 100% expecting this, and a little confused that for some reason the rat that he pseudo tortures as science experiments has decided to appear above an elevator that he's currently stuck in. As you charge down, you do not get him in the eye, but you slash across the face, leaving blood to just splatter out a little bit. Sevi?
Sevi's just gonna look morose, and then look into their pouch and pull out the laser pointer and start aiming for his eyes.
Okay. Yeah, roll to blind.
Love that.
That's a 1.
Unfortunately, you're just too... You are distracted. As you see, he's wearing his lab coat. In his pocket, there's a little bit of bulge. You start aiming this pointer a little morose, and you see in the pocket a little snack pack, a little plastic box with a clear film top. Inside, slices of watermelon. It's his turn. He's going to try and just like bat away Brunhilde from his face, like vaguely swing it around to try and knock you out of the way. So
He'll probably fail at that. If he'd done rat away, it might have worked a bit better. But
Roll your dodge melee. I'm just ignoring Joe at this point. There's too many things to pay attention to them all. We'll never get through anything.
We aren't getting through anything.
No, we are.
I thought we got through
rooms.
loads.
Ooh, oh, that's so close. That is a 6, a 6, and a 5.
Okay, you need to do far less than that. You're just dodging back,
You can
doing
level it up,
backflips. You're doing all sorts of things. Yeah, if you wanted to use your XP, you could.
Yeah, can I do that?
Only need to spend one. Maybe dodge giant attack, giant melee.
I like that.
Sure,
So that
dodge
way
giant.
it's more specific for human.
Giant evasion.
Oh, giant melee. I like that, yeah.
You're just like skittering up his arm and dodging all around as he's trying to grab you. You guys again.
Can I butt slam attack to try to bring them to the ground so those snacks are easier to grab?
You can definitely butt slam into his face.
Yeah. More center mass so that it's harder for him to stay up.
Whatever. Yeah, I like the physics of that probably don't make too much sense, but whatever.
10?
A 10. Yeah, I would say because he's standing straight, obviously you can't just do like a straight impact into the chest. So you sort of go down, hit him high on the chest, sort of slide all the way down, which just sort of like pushes him as you go, as he just falls backwards, slams into the side, falls down to the ground. Which, from a physics perspective, what would happen is you'd push him backwards, he would end up sitting, and you'd fall directly onto his crotch.
Hell yeah. If that was a 6 and a 4, I'm going to spend 1 XP to create the topple 3 skill.
Sure. Topple giant.
I will stab him.
Yeah, you go down, you keep stabbing and stabbing.
Do you want me to roll this time?
Yeah, you roll. I'll be honest with you. With 4 dice, it seems unlikely you'll miss.
Okay.
Could get 4-1.
14
Yeah.
and 13.
Yeah, I mean, they both hit. Stab twice. Just like poking. I mean, he's huge, so like a needle's not going to do as much damage, but it's still obviously freaking hurting. Brunhilde, you've sort of gone down with the ship as he's hit the ground. You're going to get out your what are they called? The staple knuckle dusters?
I haven't used them yet. That's a good point.
No, you haven't.
They're labeled
Yeah.
Satpul Claw Knuckles, actually.
Satpul claw knuckles, yes.
Are they? Ah.
You get your Satpul claw knuckles.
Ah, so they are. Okay, I'm going to get my Sapple Claw Knuckles.
So your staple claw knuckles, you get 2 attacks per turn, and also you get to increase the base dice to 12s.
Punching right in the face. That is an 8 and a 4.
Yeah, they're both. Oh no, the 4 will miss, but the 8 hits as you just like straight in the middle of the forehead, leave a little 2-dot imprint, blood trickling down a little bit as he's just like, what the fuck? Except you hear, you know.
Brindle's just laughing maniacally throughout this whole process.
Alex, if you could cut that and make it to its own little clip, I think we'll get a lot of use out of that.
Yeah, I'll add it to Midson. He's once again going to try and actually, I think because he's now just like clinging on to or trying to cling on to his crotch because he's just been basically butt slammed in the balls. He's going to try and like pick up Sevi. So if you could try and evade. It's not blunt evasion because it's not for damage, it's more for trying to evade him capturing you, as it were. Restraining.
6.
Yeah? Evade, restrain, and he misses. You just dodge out of the way, dodging directly to his pocket, I'm sure, as he just misses. All 3 of you?
I want to crack open those snacks. Pilfer? May I pilfer?
Oh, I mean, yeah, so you can get over to them very easily. You just pull out this big box. It's like 4 slices of 4 like wedge slices of watermelon in a big box.
Cool. Do I need to roll for that?
No, you're just gonna tear open the top. Like, there's nothing to roll there.
Nice.
So you just chomp.
Yeah. No, not even chomp. I just shove it into my nose first, so I never forget again.
I was gonna say, we'll go to the TTRPG. Sorry, I've skipped over too much. You dodge over to the pocket. The other 2 are attacking him, punching him, slicing him, stabbing him, and you're just like, the more important thing, dodge sideways and grab the box. Tear off the film lid. It doesn't come off properly because you know they're always shit, but the smell hits you instantly. The sweet, beautiful smell of watermelon. And you get one of those scenes where like the background melts away into like fields of meadow, or I guess a watermelon field, as music starts playing and the birds are singing.
The background goes pink as Brunhilde and Chaz stab in
blood.
and blood. Yeah,
There's the blood splattering behind you.
It saturates into a pink just a little bit as I sniff it.
What's a better song for this? Fly to birds.
Yeah.
Yes. A song that I definitely can't play for copyright reasons, but we'll find something similar. But we all know what it is.
That's my turn.
Yeah, that is your turn, and it's beautiful. The other two of you? Stabbing, punching. Just both of you can roll at the same time if you want.
Cool.
You both just keep going.
Yep.
I'm access to requirement at this point, so.
You have more important tasks.
I'm on a whole mental journey, okay?
I've got a 9 and a 4.
The 9 hits, the 4 doesn't.
I got a 13 and a 7.
13 hits, 7 hits as well. You're both just laying into him, poking, Brunhilde, I imagine, is just standing on, like, foot on each cheek, just pounding into his face as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Can I have you re-roll the 4?
Yeah?
I take a bite of the watermelon and squirt some of the juice into his eye to...
3.
A 3, unfortunate. Don't forget you can get XP for those failures.
Communist beliefs.
Oh, I forgot.
Dude, you cut out for quite a lot what you said there, Joe, and I just heard communist beliefs, and that's fine, we'll leave it there. As you are stabbing in, Brunhilde, there's a sudden from above. Something lands heavy on the top of the elevator, as there's this creaking from the strain of wires and metal. And then suddenly, the entire room drops hard and fast. Just the entire elevator pummeling down the shaft. You as creatures have no idea particularly what's happening. As people, of course, you know that it is dropping down. Before another loud clunk is heard from every direction, paired with a piercing screeching as the room comes down to a halt. I'm going to say you're all not... As you float into the air slightly as you drop, you then slam back down onto Rort as your safety cushion. I'm sure there's this scene that as you're dropping, the watermelon just leaving your hands, you're just grabbing it out of the air, collecting it all together, putting it into your pouch.
Yeah.
It stops. And then there's just a silence as you probably pause, like, holy fuck, as you get up from having fallen over. At this point, Rort is just unconscious. Like, you don't know if he's dead. And then there's another... Something hits the top again. It's moving across the top. This creaking as the metal is straining whatever is moving. There's a crack as a tentacle forces its way through the doors. Boom, another as the doors are forced open in front of you. And you see the creature from Storage City. Folds tentacle faces, but larger, more powerful, more limbs, more sinew, more blood. A tentacle with a face on the end slams into Robert, and you see just this, like, gulping as the insides of Robert are just being drained as he's shrinking down, shriveling up. You can see past this creature. Some large room of some kind, blocked mostly by this huge malformed body as it starts to push forwards into the elevator, limbs clawing around the outside. Rort at this point, just basically a shriveled husk.
Ew.
What are you going to do?
Just gonna shuffle on out of there. Just
Same, yeah.
pick up my melons and go.
You're going to have to roll to try and get past as an evasion, because obviously it will try and stop you.
Can I use evade restrain?
Yes.
Well, attempt the same.
8.
An 8 is fine.
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna level it up.
Okay. Evade tentacle.
I feel like evade tentacle will be quite handy.
I got 12 to evade.
Yep, that's fine.
I think I only have 1d6. I don't have any of that.
You can dodge melee.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, this thing is giant now, right?
Yeah, it's like 6 to 8 foot tall.
I've got 14.
You've got dodge giant melee.
It doesn't really matter, 14 is fine. You all successfully skitter underneath its tentacles. Mostly it's distracted by, like, the dead body. You still got your watermelon, don't worry.
Good.
As you charge past. You charge past as it lurches forwards into the elevator, impacting that metal room, slamming hard into the back. It turns, noticing you've got past it, although its turning is not like it physically turning around. It's all of the tentacles either look from one direction to the other or move from one side of the body through its own body and just appear out the other side.
Hey,
For some reason, I'm imagining they move like a murmuration.
In part, it's kind of like a mixture between Venom, that kind of like synergistic movement of like lots of different bits and pieces, and then tentacles as well. It screeches at you and starts to move forwards, this elevator still creaking, and then just as it starts to exit again to come after you, the entire room drops again. The creature partially inside, being dragged down with it. The few extended limbs that did manage to go through, severed as the room plummets past. The sound of metal and screeching echoing down and down and down before you hear a loud explosion as the shaft illuminates with flames far from below. Then silence. The only sound, the wet flopping as the remaining severed tentacles writhe on the floor.
Can I go over and kick him down the shaft?
Yeah, you can kick a couple. I think you kick a couple and then one of them lurches at you.
Oh, that's fine.
Doesn't get you. The silence is broken by a very loud alarm and flashing red lights and a voice over the intercom repeating the same phrase over and over. As you look into the room, you now stand in. As you go to the edge there as well, Sevi kicking them down, you see down at the bottom of the elevator shaft, fire, flames, fire. It's really far down, but you can see this glow, this orange glow far below.
There's some orange tentacles down there now. Not like the ones before.
You see a space built for a spectacle. The room opens wide and uninterrupted, a vast circular testing floor of reinforced material, smooth and pale under harsh industrial lighting, shadows dancing from the flashing red emergency lights. The ceiling rises high above, ribbed with metal supports and heavy mounted fixtures that once flooded the space with blinding brightness. Now, only a portion of them remain active, casting stark islands of light across the arena-like expanse. The center of the floor is scarred with scorch marks, impact craters, and long gouges where something powerful dragged or was dragged. Painted boundary lines form rings and grids, faded but still visible, marking measured distances and contaminated zones, and at the far edges stand thick reinforced pillars fitted with mounting brackets, once used to secure equipment, restraints, or subjects. Above, lining the left curved wall, is a raised observation gallery, a long stretch of reinforced glass overlooking this testing area, giving the humans a perfect view of whatever was occurring below. But you can see that the glass is shattered. A jagged hole has been punched through the center of the viewing window, large enough for something substantial to pass through. Cracks spiderweb outward from the impact point, and fragments still cling to the frame like teeth, the edges bent slightly outward, as though whatever broke it came from inside the testing floor and forced its way up. Beyond the broken window, the darkened silhouettes of chairs and control panels sit abandoned in the viewing room. But something far more prevalent sits in the center of the room, something that proves you have not escaped the danger, merely moved on to the next.
Oh, good.
A large wolverine, twice the size it should be, with mozzarella tentacles protruding from its center of mass, flowering out, all pointing at you. What do you want to do?
Logan, remember who you are.
Yeah, it's not the animal Wolverine. It's actually a Hugh Jackman, just with tentacles.
Yeah, he's got three cheese tentacles coming out of this hand.
And it's got a metal helmet on its
fried.
head. And he's wearing whitey tighties.
Oh dear.
Yeah, one cheese mozzarella tentacle between his legs, you know.
Well,
Why do you have to do that every time, Joe? You know, you can just not.
That one I got 9% of the way through, and as the final 10% was leaving my mouth, I was like, it's weird.
Really? No, it took 90%.
Yeah.
well,
So you-
hey, at
so
least
you-
you're able to think of it a little bit before you say it.
True.
You just
That's
don't
gross.
stop yourself.
Before is very generous there.
Yeah, well, yeah, as. So,
I would like to observe / inspect / suss out the Wolverine.
Sure.
That's a double 4. That's an 8.
And it's good enough. You look at it, and you think, well, firstly, it's obviously modified, in some way or another. And also, there's the tentacles. The tentacles are very similar to what you saw at the beginning in that corridor. Obviously, some similar effect or problem. It looks as though, if it's anything similar to what you were attacking at the beginning of the day, it could probably be harmed. But also, it's massive. Like, twice as... Like, a mozzarella? A wolverine is usually 3 feet, I think, long or so. So it's, like... Oh, maybe that's a bit too big. So it's about 4 to 5 foot long and big and bulky, big claws, this growling, dark eyes staring at you.
It's like a honey badger now.
Sure, except a wolverine.
Yeah, but like that size. Honey badger size wolverine.
Honey badgers aren't that large. I think honey badgers are smaller than wolverines.
What? You said they was like 4 feet, 5 foot long.
Yeah, honey badgers.
Honey badgers are like... Are they not? I thought that they were quite large.
No, I don't think so. I think a honey badger is pretty small.
Are you thinking of the D&D giant badgers that we often see?
No, I was thinking of a video that I saw where it was like
I thought they were relatively small.
Honey
Honey badgers
I think it was the original Honey Badger Don't Give a Shit video.
Honey badgers are normally around 30 centimeters tall at the shoulder and measure between 55 to 77 centimeters in body length with a
Help,
30
I'm American.
centimeter tail.
For you, Rowan, that's 22 to 30 inches.
Yeah, so only a couple feet.
Oh, damn. That is small. Wait, so how big is a wolverine?
5 feet is the canonical height of
Well, that's true. Wolverine
that's
is...
That's the canonical height. Hugh Jackman himself is at least 6 foot because he was criticized for being too tall.
I think he's like 5'10".
So, how big is the wolverine animal?
A wolverine is only slightly larger at 26 to 43 inches for Rowan.
Yeah, so 2.5 to 3 feet tall, so about 5 foot long is right. I was correct.
That's crazy.
My guesstimations were indeed correct. What are you doing?
Who?
What are you doing? Situational.
I want to tame it. I want it to be our friend. I'm tired of killing things. I want to synergize with the mozzarella.
Synergize with the mozzarella. How? What is your plan here?
With my daring good looks.
Okay, roll to...
With my fat ass and beautiful eyes, I want to turn this mozzarella into our friend.
It sounds like you're trying to turn it into something more than just a friend.
No! I want to be its friend. And our ally.
I don't think you have anything currently that would class as using your badonkadonk and charming eyes.
I thought that was what the plan was.
The skill of twerking.
If I drink the hyper-focus serum...
Remembering you have potions.
Not remembering, I truly didn't think you would allow it to work on this. But if I expend that resource
thinking base
to give Sevi a brief moment of inspiration.
It's close enough to a thinking. So it would be a do anything, but you could drink that and it would give you, I mean, for the scene, you get the thinking base skills.
Yes.
Plus 1 skill dice. So in this case, it would be do anything, but you get an extra skill dice, sure.
Wonderful. So I'll walk up, down the potion, toss the bottle it was in.
You pop out the cork and you just drink this blue liquid. I actually don't think I put on there what it tastes like, so I shall say it tastes exactly like blue. It's called Gatorade for you, isn't it? I think it's the same as Powerade for us, but Gatorade.
Yes.
I don't know what that tastes like, to be honest with you, but it tastes exactly like that.
Cool.
And just there's this like
refreshing
moment where you're just like, how did everything seem so complex before? Like there's just this beautiful clarity to everything. You see the numbers, Mason.
We don't have to fight. Everything can become friend.
Oh.
Okay, roll to charm.
Okay. Come on, dice. Don't fail me. I got no XP in a dream, okay? God damn it. 2 2s.
Oh.
2 2s. Unfortunately, it stares into your gorgeous eyes, your dumpy, visible from the front, and is unconvinced.
Gotta make big moves.
Hey, you tried. But you still have +1 to thinking stuff, so...
I do.
For now. The other two? What are you?
This is, from the looks of it, this is like a difficult fight to win, yes?
Yeah, from the observe that was given, this feels like... Yeah, it would be similar to the first fight you were in. Like, big tentacles everywhere, gigantic thing, growling, snarling teeth, all that kind of stuff.
And routes out of this room were limited.
Yes, there are 2 exits, as you can see. One is a window, which is smashed and open up above, and one is a gigantic shaft that has a fire at the bottom.
Cool.
I could also use my potion. That would potentially buy us time. But I could also hoard my resources.
For the thing that's meant to end this session?
Would it be unreasonable for us, do we think, gang, to assume that this is working on the same basis of experiments as Cough Drop was, and it is mind controlling these things as well as other stuff? And therefore, if we used our big fortified brains, we would be able to become like, as Alex said, like Venom, where it's like a symbiote and we control it.
You're trying to use the power of friendship to have mind powers.
There is an alternative that we haven't tried. This is cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese is edible.
Yeah.
True. When it was previously mentioned, Alex gave the hint that it would feel very strange in stomach if consumed.
Well, think of it, because it's not going to stop moving when you eat it. So you probably could eat it, but it may try to work its way back out in a non-favorable way.
It's only got 2 ways to go.
Think of the mozzarella cheese pull you could get on your cube turds, Rowan.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
You could start using them as like lassos and as
I'm well aware.
nunchucks.
Listen, I had more steps after charming it. I just didn't get past the first one.
Right, what are the 2 of you doing?
I will attempt to confuse it.
Okie dokie.
A 6 and a 1 for a 7, and I will use my last XP, upgrade it to...
Confused beast.
Oh, but it's the cheese that's in control, isn't it?
You don't know that.
It's true. I'll go with confused.
You try to confuse it, and with a 7, I'd say it is not like completely stunned out of its mind, unable to think, but it is certainly... What are you doing to confuse it, actually? You haven't said. Are you whipping around your limbs again?
Look, I can do that too.
The cheese was not at that point upgraded, yes. It's the same thing.
Sure. It definitely gives it pause a little. You're not quite sure what it will do next.
Sorry guys, I'm even more poor, even more dangerous than it was before.
What is Brunhilde doing?
I think knowing Brunhilde and knowing what Brunhilde saw with the monster previously and what was attempted, Brunhilde would go, no thank you, and would immediately look to go down either the fire elevator or the smashed window. And I think probably the fire elevator and hope there was something else further down. So I think Brunhilde would just turn around and try and climb down the ladder.
Sure. You get over to the edge. With all of the damage that had been happening, that ladder going downwards is also damaged.
Okay.
It's basically just an open shaft of death.
Great. Okay. Let's avoid that. So I think Brunhilde then would go and try and see if she could climb up to the smashed glass of the observation window.
Sure. You look over on the left-hand side as you charge over towards it, hoping not to be slapped by mozzarella. You can see that usually the walls would be quite smooth, kind of concrete, but because of the damage that has not been fixed, there's all sorts of pockmarks and scrapes and scratches, which you reckon you could clamber up, given enough time. Not like a huge amount of time. Like, a person wouldn't be able to, but you're not a person, you're a rat.
Start climbing.
Yeah, you start your climb. It is going to... I think with the confusion, you've given enough pause for it to not immediately attack, but it is very confused as to whether you are going to be aggressive or not. And obviously it comes with the name. I think it's going to follow Brunhilde,
Oh, good.
but not attack yet. It's growling at you as you're charging past.
Okay.
The 3 of you.
Alex, may I ask how many watermelon slices I have?
4. 4 wedges.
I chewed one in the middle of the fight.
Did you? Fair enough.
I have a cheek full of seeds.
Huh.
Left or right cheek and front or back.
Not brown.
Butt cheeks.
Oh, left and front.
Left front. Gotcha.
It's important to know. I'm going to write that down.
I really want this thing to be our friend. Having this brain think good time, I want to try to mount it and train it like you would a horse in the wild.
Oh my god.
Sure. For this turn, then it would be the mounting, and then next turn you could try to sort of animal handle. It would be the equivalent.
Cool.
So for now,
I don't think I have a thing.
no, I don't think either.
It's a 6 though, so I get mount.
Yeah, I reckon you manage to clamber on top of it because it's confused and it's looking at Brunhilde. You sort of just clamber up the side. I mean, you are still relatively big. You're like a third of its size, so you sort of land and it kind of a little bit as you sit on top of it. The other two?
Sorry.
I don't want to stab it because I don't want to stop what Rowan's doing.
If you think it's the best option, you can.
Can I use my great concentrate skill to assist Rowan's next action?
Well, with assisting, it's not really like a success fail. It's more of a yes, you can
Adding
assist
another
and
D6.
give a d6 to them the next time when they're trying to do their thing. So it's like assisting in D&D where you sort of give an extra roll.
That will mean I have 3 dice since Alex is allowing me to use the bonus one for this charming type thing we're trying.
When I hadn't said I was going to, but I was going to, so yes.
Well, you did that. I just assumed it would be the same as the first attempt.
Yeah, I was going to call it something different, but sure.
I shall do that.
Okay.
It was more of an animal handling rather than charming,
Sure.
but yes, it's still. You are
Cheese is
correct.
an animal. You hear it here first. Cheese is an animal.
No, the Wolverine's the animal. You're still assuming that Cheese is in charge here.
Yes. Cheese is an animal.
So you're assisting.
Yes.
How are you assisting? What do you do? What is your action? You're going to just stare into its eyes lovingly?
I will.
Hum the gentle tune.
I will. I've been spinning. I've been flying in the air. So I will instead attempt to hypnotize it by rotating the other way. So because it's been spinning, because my tail isn't 100% like detached, it will look as though my tail is still in the air and the rest of me is now spinning around the opposite direction.
Sure. I'm going to say if its turn, it's going to try and buck you off. So roll a... Where are you with that? Yeah, you don't really have anything for it. You know what? I'll let you roll the mount again because it's still within the same sort of thing. So roll a mount to try and not be bucked off this creature.
9.
9's fine. It's jumping you up and down as you're clinging on.
Yahoo!
Brunhilde, you going to start climbing more, or are you going to get involved in this?
I'm climbing.
Clambering up. You're looking back. I'm sure going, it'll never work.
All right, let me try to handle this animal of a cheese then.
You get, so it's animal handling. You get an extra d6 for your potion. You get an extra d6 for the assistance.
Okay, it's a 12.
A 12. I would say it's good enough. You probably will have to re-establish a little bit of control, but for now, it calms. I think it's not one of these where you're just like grabbing it by the fur and trying to control it. It's more of a gently patting it on the head, giving it, a little lullaby and stuff like that. And all of these tentacles just sort of droop slightly as it calms. It's confused. You can tell it's no longer in an aggressive state. I'll take you out of your initiative for now.
Yippee!
You think it could be spooked into an aggressive state again, but for now, chill.
We got some extra time to look around now, as long as everybody's chill.
Oh, well done. Well done. I keep going. I would like to keep climbing.
Okay, have fun. Bye.
You clamber up.
And I stop spinning now.
Yeah. Freaking Roadrunner ass sound. Alright. Can my new friend assist me on looking around for possible ways out on this floor?
For brevity, I'm going to tell you there's 2 ways, and one of them is fire and death.
So the other way is up again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'll have the Wolverine pull us up.
Yeah. Pulls you up, and it just like jabs mozzarella into the concrete and just like climbs up like that. Very Doc Ock again, pulling you up into this upper room.
I try to make small talk with it on the way up and just say, so what's your name?
So as you're doing this, you discover, though it is kind to you, it does not seem to be sapient or even... It's like just about sentient, but it's more bestial than
It's cheese.
your Like, well,
Easier.
so it doesn't have the cheese like pulling out of its mouth or any of that kind of stuff. It's more just got extra tentacles, extra limbs coming out of its back.
Oh.
Yes, you go through the glass. I didn't expect you to befriend it, so I've got you charged through the glass, but you gently meander through the glass. Landing in the observation room, mozzarella tentacles not smashing up against the glass, and see a wonderful sight. The moving metal room ahead is open and lit up.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
You don't run inside, you meander inside and see that only one button is lit on the panel to the side, the one at the bottom.
Oh no.
I pressed the shiny.
Yes, you press it. You do not press it frantically. As the doors start to close, as the Wolverine is not smashing through the glass behind you, as you have mounted it, and it is in there with you.
I want to simultaneously stroke the tentacles and scratch the chin of the Wolverine.
Oh my god.
Sure. Like, Wolverine, I don't know if it has wiry hair, but let's say it's like nice and soft, a little rough, but like a nice soft skin. Tentacle, like a slug.
Oily, greasy, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, like oily, but then as you're touching it, it's almost a bit more viscous than oil. A bit more like membraney. And yes. And then
Like an elasticated frog.
No.
you press the button. You don't hear a muffled thump as it impacts the elevator, only just getting away. The room moves downwards. I really thought you'd be running away from this thing. You just befriended it instead.
You're welcome.
I confidently wrote all of this.
Hey, I ran away.
And the most glorious thing happens. You hear music.
Oh.
Gentle, calming, and smooth. Elevator music.
Everybody!
I mean, it was more of the,
No, it's party rock anthem, Alex. What don't you understand?
We don't have the copyright to do any of the songs. I'm just gonna keep singing a random tune. The piece continues for a few minutes before there's a distinctive ding, and the doors open again. You emerge into the building's grand entrance, or what remains of it. The foyer is vast and modern in design, towering glass walls stretching from floor to ceiling, framed in steel beams that once gave the space a sleek corporate polish. A wide reception desk curves the center like a command station, now overturned and split from impact, and polished stone tiles reflect the chaos in fractured glimmers. The air is thick. Smoke rolls in heavy layers along the ceiling before spilling downwards in choking waves. Heat presses against your fur from every direction, warping the air into a shimmering distortion. The sharp crackle of burning materials accompanied by the distinct groan of stressed metal. This is evidently the result of your elevator mishap from earlier.
Our elevator mishap?
Yeah. So across the way, its shaft is split open along one wall of the foyer, metal doors peeled back, torn like tin. At the base lies the wreckage of the fallen car, crushed, twisted, and still burning. The explosion has blown outward, scattering debris across the marble floor and shattering large sections of the surrounding glass walls. Some panes have entirely collapsed outwards to the street beyond, others hang in fractured streets, trembling in their frames. Flames crawl hungrily across the reception furniture and decorative wall panels, a toppled indoor tree burning like a torch near the entrance, overhead light fixtures dangling and sparking intermittently, some already melted into dripping ruin. But the other side of this chaos is freedom. The outside, safety from this hell. You take a small step out of the elevator and are reminded again that you can never be so lucky. Crawling out from the flames is the horrid creature from before, making its last attempt to survive. Its tentacles are melting and dripping, its face is drooping and burned, the fur singed, the folds slopping down with more sinew and flesh than before. It lets out another screech, but this time it's gargled and pained as it lurches forwards to attack. What will you do?
It just doesn't hit the same when there's no everybody roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Okay. 4.
5.
Do you actually want to roll initiative?
You might as well get in the spirit, I guess.
I've also got a 5 for whatever I mean, it doesn't do anything, but okay.
Amazingly, the order is you guys, and then incredible. Let me write that down.
This thing is like absorbing everything it touches, yeah?
No, it's not been absorbing. Like it's been
Just
eating,
fleshy things, right?
Yeah, like living things. That's what you've seen previously, and now it's like obviously damaged and such.
Can try to I want to look to our Wolverine friend and say,
Yeah. Are you still riding the Wolverine, or is the Wolverine?
yeah, still am, yeah. I want to just like peek over the side of it and look it in the eye. Say, I understand if you don't want to fight. It looks like you've had to do a lot of fights. So if you want to, you can go. But I would really appreciate if you helped us all out of here.
Give the animal
I want
handling.
to try to animal handle it again.
We're at the
it's
end of
worn
the
off.
previous scene, so that yes, I should have
It's
said
just
during the elevator. Just going back to this scene, you're going down, enjoying the music as you just felt your brain just getting more and more misty.
Ooh.
Wait,
What
no,
is
come back!
music?
the thoughts, they've gone.
On the way down, Sebi would have passed you guys some watermelon as well.
Ah, nice.
You've all got water. If there was ever a time to use all of your items, it's gonna be now.
What?
This is delicious. Oh my god, so good. Watermelon is so tasty. It
Yippee!
feels
Very
hydrating
tasty.
and nourishing.
I'm gonna clip that.
I'm so convinced. So yes, animal handling. It just a D6.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a 5.
5. It's on your side, ride or die, baby.
Yay!
It just like stances and growls. I mean, I think it comes from fear. It also knows that it needs to escape, and you're probably one of its best ways of getting through.
Fair enough.
The other two? Charging, running, jumping, lassoing, translating. Not sure what you would.
I'd like to request a poop from our poop friend.
Oh,
Fresh.
And because
wow.
this thing is
Immediate.
Has a bunch of little black flecks in the cube.
it's taking in organic matter and is also on fire. So I'm going to take my battery,
Callback. Chekhov's gun.
put it in the poop,
It's a cell battery.
fling it into the thing so that it gets absorbed and is also on fire, because I know that batteries and fire don't mix.
Lithium batteries and fire don't mix. Cell batteries and fire don't really have much of a thing.
I don't know what kind of battery it is.
I told you it was a cell battery when you got it.
Yep, Chaslington did.
What about the rule of cool, Alex? Why don't we roll to see if it's explosive?
Why don't we roll to see if you actually hit first?
Let the dice decide.
Do I have... I don't really have a thing. Oh no, this is a trick shot because I'm throwing it.
Sure.
No.
I mean, you've got your elastic band sling.
Yeah, I suppose I can fire it for a trick shot.
Yeah.
Ping, 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 ping.
A 6 and a 1.
A 6 and a 1. You've run out of XP, haven't you? A 6 and a 1.
I haven't done any tricks though, if that
I mean-
helps.
There is so much body and everything that hitting it is not that much of a problem, and it just kind of just goes whee through the air and just disappears into one of the folds. You're unsure of what that effect will be.
I did it. I killed it. We just have to wait
For how long?
until it dies.
I will say, because you have rolled successfully to control the Wolverine, you can kind of, I will say, well, like within what it actually does, but like you can command it like it's a familiar.
Oh.
Brunhilde as well.
I would like to drink both of my potions.
Ooh, I forget what potions you have.
Oh. Double chugging.
I have Elastic Enzyme, which tastes meaty, and Adrenal Burst.
Yes. So the elastic enzyme, yes, you drink it. It tastes kind of just like some generic meat of some kind, and you can feel your body just feeling very loose and limber and wiggly. Adrenal burst burns a little, going down like a whiskey or something with this bitter, earthy taste, and you get all shaky. So you're kind of like vibrating, but also elasticy. So your whole body is like. As you've got your movement stuff, we'll get an extra dice. You're just like energy. And then
Wolverine.
oh yes, of course, the Wolverine. What's it going to do?
I want it to try to restrain as many tentacles as the Wolverine has. Like match,
Sure. So
grab and restrain.
this thing is growing, like spreads far across, but the ones that are closest to you and sort of pointing towards you, it can try and grab onto for sure. I will let you roll 3d6 to do so.
Okay. That's 12.
12, you charge forwards and its mozzarella whips outwards, grabbing onto various like limbs and tentacles and faces and just like slams them down to the ground.
Yeah.
Letting out its own like the thing screeches back. Epic battle. Draw it later. It's going to try to pull away from that, but is unable to. But it is going to try and let's see. Yeah, it will try and attack Sevi.
Okay.
No.
Just like lots of tentacles just trying to like slam into you.
So you may say I could have evade tentacle.
You could be evading tentacle, yes.
That is 7.
7. Unfortunately unsuccessful as it slams down onto you,
Dang.
taking a hit point away. Let me do a thing on my side. Okay. It like tries to bind around you to try and grab onto you, but is unsuccessful in its own right, as it's a bit slippy and very damaged. You guys.
I would like to, in my energetic state, I would like to jump upon the tentacles which are attached to Sevi and to this monster, go along, run along the tentacle, and do a wonderful jump spinning box cut slice.
Sure. Do a box cutter slice. I know you want to take your extra d6, so of course you can. You're like, I've got to make sure it sounds movementy.
So that means, right, so I get 2 d12s and a d6 for box cutter slice.
Let me look at what that says. It says +1 skill dice until.
That means another d12, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, 3, baby! That is a 10, a 4, and a 4. 18.
Surprisingly low, but more than enough as you charge along, just like slicing behind you. It doesn't cut through all of the tentacles, but some of them splash away, and then some of them like just get cut across as more screeching and screaming comes out from this thing. Chaz?
Is it an action to take a potion, or is it just like a free thing?
Yes, it would be the action, because it was just then for... it was for Brunhilde to take both potions, so just sort of lump it all into like drinking potions and doing general like stat things.
Okay, so I
don't know how many potions you have and things like that.
Oh, just one.
Sure.
I will use the static charge shot in whichever way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So the static charge shot, tasting metallic, like a tingling. I say this to everyone every time. Some people are like, "Yeah, I know exactly what you mean." Some people are like, "I've never done this before." Have you ever licked a 9-volt battery?
No.
I've only done that. I've only
See,
done that
this is the
because you
thing.
told me to.
There's a 50-50 split on people that have and haven't. The people who haven't are like, "Why would you ever fucking do that?" And the people that have are like, "Yeah, of course I have." Anyway, every time.
I only did that because I was told. I was told to. I'm not in those categories.
It's how you check if I've still got any charge left.
You were giving me shit for hating pigeons, and you're just licking batteries.
Listen,
It's how you tell if there's any charge in them.
Just because he's got a little neurospicy tendencies in him doesn't make it weird.
A little.
Hating a whole species, that's a thing. That's a whole separate thing.
We're not going to listen. We can't spend another 10 minutes arguing about pigeons.
No, I know we can't.
Anyway, it's tingly as it goes down, very electric-y.
I'll do that. Am I able to attack with my action?
I'll give you one of your attacks.
Okay. Well, then I will stab a head.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the above.
Are they all heads or are they faces, though?
15.
Yes.
So it is now stunned. Hopefully forever.
Stab into its face, and there's just this electric charge runs through your body, down your arm, into its face. That sort of like goes across its whole body. Like there's a lot of it, but it just sort of charges it. The whole thing kind of like freezes up like muscles under electricity. The electric charge charges over its body, hitting the point that you threw the battery in, and there's just, it's not an explosion because, as I said, cell batteries wouldn't explode. It just like melts outwards with this bubbly sort of fiery sparkiness. You know, have you ever seen like a battery, if it's been in something for too long, it has that weird melting of a degrading battery? It's like that, but supercharged. There's just like a whole portion of its body just starts like fizzling and bubbling and melting down from where that was.
I'm concerned about how much time Alex has spent around various states of different batteries now.
You cannot tell me you've never seen a battery that's degraded inside of something that you've just not touched for ages.
Not like.
Oh, so yes, it has a white chalkiness to it.
I was just saying, I've seen white. I've not seen like a melting brown battery.
No, the white chalkiness is the stuff from inside. This is what I meant.
Oh, okay. Anyone listening, you shouldn't lick a battery,
No.
especially if it's got white stuff
Don't
on
try
it.
this stuff.
Oh,
Just-
melty.
I mean, yeah, don't lick the white stuff.
Don't do the
And
yellow stuff.
definitely don't lick like double A's or triple A's or anything, because there's no point to it, because you can't touch. Well, unless your tongue is able to get around both contacts at the same time, but then I'm questioning what the fuck is your tongue doing. Anyway,
And I will use an adrenaline to hit it again.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Stab.
Hoard the resources.
There's literally nothing more to hoard them for.
We don't know that.
Alex literally said this is the last thing.
Yes. And how good of a hoodwink would that be? That's 14
Yeah, it hits.
and 13.
13 hits. You just stabbing it more. Stabbing it. It's turn. No, Sevi and the Wolverine have not done anything yet.
Yeah, can I have the Wolverine try to make that hole bigger by tearing at it with its claws?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hole in the sense of like you can see into a body. It's more just like a crater because it's one massive mass. But you can still cling at the edges that are
Yeah.
melting away and try to do
I
damage.
want to puncture the inside of it because Sevi wants to team up with the Wolverine in this.
I mean, yes. It is not obvious if there is like an inside and guts as a normal person would be. It may be fairly obvious this isn't quite the same structure as a normal person, but there is a weak spot and you can attack it.
Cool. What do I roll for the Wolverine?
Do 3d6 again.
Oh baby.
Actually, no. With an attack, you can do 3d8.
Damn. I rolled 2 6s and a 5, and I was going to ask if the Wolverine could level up. D8s.
It wouldn't be able to level up because I don't have anything to deal with that. If we had more time, maybe.
Can I keep the D6 rolls?
What did you roll?
2 1s and 4.
I'll turn
This
one of
is
those
an
ones in.
ally, right?
Huh?
It is an ally. It is
It's an ally. You can make
It
allies
is an
for your-
ally. It's going to reroll. You're
You
so
can make it
right.
reroll.
Much better. 5, 7, and another 7. 19.
That is much better, yeah. Just like, so it would have to let go of like the tentacles that it was holding down, but then these tentacles just kind of like stab into the center of this weird bubbling crater and start trying to rip and tear at it. You can tell that like the inside is softer, but as it tears, there's no guts or inside. It's just a solid lump of weird melty flesh.
Cool. Then where it because I'm assuming I can already see it beginning to try to pull itself back together. Where it's doing that, I want to uncork the foaming concoction and shove it in to the part it's closing up.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, you chuck this foaming concoction, or maybe give it to him to slam in with the tentacles, and there's just like, so you can see it's trying to heal, but nowhere near as successfully as it was before. Before you sliced, and it was basically healing at the same speed. This is like kind of trying to cling back to itself, but there's just this sudden burst of foam, very much like expanding foam. And I put here, it looks like the inside of a freshly used vacuum cleaner. So it's like this dusty grey speckly foam that just like outwards and just like forces a bit of it into a weird direction. It's stunned as well, into a weird mass, like a big tumor.
Lovely.
That's all three of you. It's its turn. It's going to roll to see if it can unstun itself. If I can pick up the dice. And I apologize. It unstunned itself. I had to get a 6 and it did. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Fuck you guys. So did you anything?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's going to attack. Who have we got? We've got Brunhilde running across, slicing everything. We've got Sevi on top of the Wolverine, and we've got Chaz in the guy stabbing it in the face. I'm going to roll to see which one of you attacks. Brunhilde,
Sad.
could you try and dodge?
I'm just gonna say no, thanks.
Oh,
You're going to
okay.
choose to fail the evasion?
No, I'm gonna choose my armored. You can choose to say no.
Yes.
Yes. You
Choose
can
to ignore
the
damage 3 times.
You hold fast as it slams into you, but there was more to this one, so I will make you roll for something different, not for the damage. Could you roll? I've got anything that would be roll to evade blunt force trauma. In fact, no. Actually, it would be a do anything as a dodge, but you've got your movement extra right now, so you can take 2 dice, 2d6, because you've taken your potion.
Mid potion.
That is a 3 and a 2.
Not good.
Damn.
It comes in. You hold yourself fast
Re-roll?
and do not take damage. You can re-roll. I guess we didn't define how often you could do that. We probably should have, but I didn't. I gotta be true to myself.
Be better.
You only get 1 reroll. So.
It's worse, isn't it?
So, yeah.
We actually didn't say whether you have to
But
take
see-
the new roll.
Yeah, I think it worked out. We
What
did
did you
not
get?
define that. She said a 1 and a 2.
Of 1 and 2. Either way, it would have failed. You get your XP. You hold fast. You do not take damage, and you're like you get impacted, and you're like, hell yeah. Or sorry, hell yeah, you did not take damage. And then you notice that actually you're flying through the air at quite a fast speed
Oh.
as you slam into a wall across the other side of the foyer. Your elastic nature means you just sort of go and then hit the ground. You don't take any
Loki
damage.
taking blunt force trauma. He doesn't.
You don't take any damage, but
Boring.
as you hit the ground, you sort of a bit hazy look over and sort of get your bearings. You see one of the doors at the side of the room that's been burned away by the general fire, revealing some kind of loading bay over there, seemingly uninteresting. But it still catches your eye, and you see barrels and barrels and barrels and barrels and barrels, all marked with the same very recognizable symbol. Explosive. And the fire is drawing closer and closer.
Ooh.
Are you sure you don't want it to be barrels of the cartoon?
I'm pretty sure I don't want it to be barrels of the word that you just bleeped out so that we don't get sued.
Surely that isn't copyrighted.
Yeah,
It stands
there was
for
no-
something different.
It stands for Donkus Congus,
Dong Kong.
and it's not a cartoon gorilla. It's a cartoon
Chimp.
I was trying to think of the largest rat adjacent thing I could. Ooh, a giant sloth.
It's a giant. Yeah, whatever. 2 total, 3 total. It doesn't matter.
Everyone knows the legally distinct giant sloth Dong Kong.
Yeah, Donkus Congus.
Donkus Kong. Anyway, you see that. It is going to be your guys' turn. So, just so you're aware, as you also at the other side, you can still attack this thing because it's so fucking massive at this point. But of course, you are like quite far away from your friendos. You can still call across to them, obviously.
How's that tumor looking?
There are barrels over here.
Barrel.
There are barrels that are about to explode over here.
Oh, they're about to explode.
Yeah, the fire is like starting to get over towards them.
I think we should probably leave as quickly as we can.
What if this thing escapes with us?
Who cares?
Exactly, I agree. We'll be in the outdoors. It will go one way, we will go the other way. Maybe we could also shut door.
Is there a door still shuttable?
The entire front glass panes, where most of them are shattered out, probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
To answer your question, there is a door that you can shut. Would it be effective? No.
We all leave and we set up a dray together.
A what?
A dray is what is the name of like a squirrel's home. It's like a badger's set.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called a dray. And that isn't something I just googled. That is something I've known because I read the Redwall books as a kid.
There's no way you could have been prepared to supply that fact. No part of me thought you just looked it up.
What are you doing?
How's that tumor looking?
It's not growing anymore.
I'm getting checked out on Tuesday.
Are you shaking your head at your own?
I think I'm tired, and so just.
I'm going to go. How? It's the whole wall's blown out.
I mean, a lot of the glass panes, yes. It would
Yeah.
be like a couple turns worth of running, but you could get there.
To the glass door?
You just have to a glass wall. You know these sorts of like fronts of
Yeah.
big buildings.
Yeah,
where, like,
yeah.
the entire
I
wall.
misspeak, but it'll take a few turns to get to the wall.
A couple turns to get over there. Yes,
Okay.
it's a very large foyer, and you got more speed because you're on top of the Wolverine. If you take the Wolverine with you, of course.
Of course, it's our friend.
Friendo.
How far can the mozzarella tentacles stretch?
From the Wolverine.
Yeah.
I guess it's still on with them right now. You don't know, but you've seen a decent, like 6 foot or so out of like a real extension in terms of reaching with precision to like pick stuff up or for movement and such. A bit less than that.
I will have the Wolverine land and start backing up towards the wall, but holding the creature back.
Sure. Roll 3d6 for it again to sort of encompass that whole thing.
That's a 9.
A 9. It's fairly decent. I mean, you can't hold the whole thing back, but the tentacles that you're going past, it's trying to like defend against as you're moving away.
Okay. And Sevi wants to try to blind it in the best of my ability.
You can blind some of it, but roll.
Just enough to disorient, even. Would be...
I was like, why do you have blind twice? You have blind and bind.
Yeah. May I use blind?
Yes. With the knowledge that, of course, you cannot blind the entire creature, but you can blind
but
some
even
of
if it slows it down or disorients it, that's helpful. That's only a 4.
A 4. I mean, you get across a couple of like throw some poop in some of the faces, cover up the eyes, but there's just so many of them.
I'm going to use 2 XP to upgrade it.
Sure, blind.
Can that be disorient?
Whatever, fuck it. we're already like past.
We're dead. Sorry, we passed.
Yeah, Purdy and Emanat are in the corner dead, and we're dying over here.
Yeah, we're dying here.
At least Purdy got her chicken fried steak.
We can't.
Call back. Brunhilde?
She's snooping. Brunhilde's snooping.
She's hearing something that you aren't, clearly.
I
You
apologize.
snooping?
She's always
I-
snooping.
I thought I heard screaming. I think it was a fox.
It probably was. It's always the fox. Brunhilde,
What you doing?
what are you doing?
Are the barrels pushable?
No, massive barrels quite far away from you in a loading bay at the back of the foyer.
Get out of here! Run! We'll hold them back.
Absolutely not.
This is more of it's going to completely wipe out the foundation of this building.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not a small explosion will happen in the corner. There's like tons of barrels of whatever this explosive stuff is.
Go super speed.
I mean, you have movement extra. You're basically vibrating at this point. You can stretch,
I go.
swing like an orangutan.
I don't like the way you said that.
I don't know. I purposefully said it. I wanted to say it weird, but I feel like I said it not quite weird enough to be really weird, so therefore kind of funny. But not quite perfect enough to be correct, so like orangutan.
Oh god.
What are you doing? Running?
No.
No.
We're all gonna die.
I'm just gonna run away.
The other two are.
Oh shit! Then I will. I will follow suit.
You're like, I will fight this, and they both just. Okay, never mind.
I mean, not quite. We're gearing up to run, but we're not actively
Yeah.
both.
It is going to try and. It's going to try and restrain all of you. So all of you roll.
Wait, do I not get to do my thing?
Have you not had your turn yet? I apologize.
I will air dash.
Yes.
Brackets. Like Tails the fuck.
Like tail.
Okay. I don't know who Tails the Fox is.
Legally distinct.
Who? Who?
Like-
Legally distinct.
Sorry, you just keep bleeping. It's just so loud and bleepy. We record on different channels, so I can have you bleeping whilst I'm talking.
I got a 7.
I mean, you do manage to dash.
I will then use my movement to move even further away.
Yeah, you start charging out. Unsurprisingly, it's going to try and restrain you all with its tentacles.
I say no.
With what? Or are you just saying no?
With my armored, I can say no.
This is a restrain, not damage.
To damage.
Ah. Okay.
7 to evade restrain.
Mhm.
Or can I use evade tentacle for this?
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
I got 13.
You got a 13?
I'm gonna do a dodge a giant melee.
It's not a melee, but sure.
Ah. Yay!
12 with the
12.
extra die.
15!
15. You're all fine as it's obviously struggling, burning, and melting as you all charge forwards. If you would like, I will say that you all charge out of the building.
Oh, sure.
Unless there was something you specifically really wanted to do.
No.
Sure. You run out of the front of the building, and as you are just passing that barrier between the outside and the inside, an explosion goes off behind you, throwing you forward. The explosive force pushing air, smoke, and debris out the front, knocking you all unconscious immediately.
I don't look at it so everyone knows that I'm a cool guy.
Obviously.
I don't think
Cool
any of us
squirrels.
were looking at it. We were trying to get away.
You awake, cinder and ash around you, pain in every part of your body, looking back on the rubble of what was once the Sinchy Forest, but now is a pile of nothing.
What?
But what surrounds you is what concerns you the most. From this elevated position, you can see the town below, covered in a mix of pulsing mozzarella and black ooze, screams echoing across the city, a new era of life born. Sevi. You look to your left and see the most wonderful of sights. Cresting the hill, safe from disaster. It's Jenny.
Jenny!
And that is where we end. Wait, I've got one more thing, because otherwise you'll be really sad and curious. Flying down from above, this is whilst you're unconscious, so you don't know it, but you as players know it. Parachutes. Parabarbers cruising from the floors above.
So next time there will be collectible capybaras that we find in the overworld of the.
Yes.
Each wearing novel hats.
There you go. We managed it. We've gone over a little. I know, but we couldn't do another third week. We couldn't do a third week.
Oh,
I hope you have enjoyed
Master.
Rat Trap 2: The Escape.
Rat Tap 2.
Rat Traps 2: The Escape.
Yippee!
The system worked in its majority, to be honest with you.
I think.
Do you wanna know-
It was fantastic.
Do you want to know before we end who my dad's was going to be? How do I?
No, stick it on the Patreon.
Ah.
Yeah, but do you want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell us, but everyone else has to go on Patreon.
No, it's top secret. Yeah.
Was he the lemming?
And then they'll see the not safe for work lewds that Rowan will draw of Mark's character as well.
It's. Are you kidding? The fan art, like the NSFW stuff from this, is just going to be Sevi and the Wolverine.
There you go. So his character was Pinky, who was a naked mole rat who was going to be a skulker. And I will quickly, in fact, actually, because I never managed to read his character backstory, so we will read it together.
Oh God.
Pinky, the naked mole rat, is not pretty to look at, though he doesn't know this as he is very short-sighted. He vaguely remembers when he was young being in a cage with his parents and occasionally being taken out to walk around a small building with lots of corridors. He remembers that the large creatures that seemed to be in charge were keen for him to look his best, spraying him with perfumes and putting coloured grease and tinted powder on him, though they occasionally accidentally made his skin itch or burn. It was at this time that he picked up his 20-a-day cigarette habit that he's now trying to kick. Fucking left field. One day, whilst his parents appeared to be out somewhere, Pinky noticed that the door of his home was ajar and went for a short walk. He was soon hopelessly lost and unable to see the way home. He crept into a nearby hole and eventually found his way to the cupboard city. He kept himself to himself and spent his time investigating the city to see if his parents were there. The reaction of the other denizens was often less than complimentary, so he took to keeping out of sight and taught himself to sneak what he needed without being seen, and to defend himself when he was seen. Pinky is sneaky and selfish, but just wants to be loved. He thinks he is good looking and smokes occasionally when the craving gets too much for him. You were going to meet him having escaped from the city.
That 20 a day.
I love it. It was at this time he picked up his 20-a-day cigarette habit. Look, fucking...
That hit me the same way when I was like, a spirit took over my hands. Turned thick booty for Sevi. It felt the same way.
Thick,
Just out of left field, like, why is...
Dick booty.
Why? Why?
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Magic Myths and Mayhem. Thank you to Dark Fantasy Studio and Nicolas Jeudy and Ovani for the use of their music in this episode. And a big thanks to you for listening. If you want to hear more behind the scenes content, alongside extra art and lore, please consider joining our Patreon by searching Magic Myths and Mayhem on patreon.com, or watch our extra content and games on twitch.com. For now, thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you next time. I'll see you then.
The epilogue for Chaslington is that now that he is a free squirrel once more in command of the skies, he will be a red squirrel, red with the blood of all the pigeons he'll slaughter. Who
All right. Anyways, what about Pietro?
Fucking Pietro! Pietro in my backstory.
Pietro the pigeon died.
Pietro was the reason that I almost died. So Pietro was one of Brunhilde's many family, and Brunhilde lived in the walls of the Sinchy Forest after escaping initially. Pietro wandered out, got caught by Rort, and I had to go and rescue Pietro, and then I got caught in the process, but Pietro escaped again. So I was hunting around to see who knew Pietro and if he was safe. That's who Pietro was.
You don't know if he escaped?
He probably got blowed up from the sounds of things.
I bet that was Pietro, the messy creature.
You know, it probably was. He was a dumb little shit.
Even though we did see that guy before he became that creature, and
Who knows?
Maybe we'll see Pietro again.
Sevi's backstory was that they got separated from their family when they went through like a little log tube because their butt was too thick and they were the last one to go. They left them behind and the scientists captured them.
Don't be too thick.
That was the entire reason.
Oh my god!
They were too thick because I had to come up with a reason to get stuck in the tube.
We should have had you speaking in an Australian accent the whole time since you were a clocker.
I feel like I don't have that privilege as an American.
I think you could manage it.
Me too.
I believe in you.